The first phase is, he's basically saying the first phase is, there's a radome of,
Snake,
like a
there's nothing
shield
I can
thing
do to
have
help
to
you.
kill.
All
And
I can
then
do is cheer you
he
on.
can't see you. He has to open up his platform, and then you can attack him, which is the second phase. So I explained it really horribly. I'm sorry.
Don't die, Snake.
Don't die, Snake. Well, obviously, if you die, you can't. Okay, so I'm gonna try this strategy from what I heard before, which is you run through his legs, you go over into his corner, which, wow, that guy was a long second. Okay, let's do the other corner he was talking about. Yeah. So yeah, that guy who said go in the corner, that guy's kind of full of shit. Yeah, look at this, look at this. Unless you have to throw a stage or something. Let me try that. Okay, well, I'm not going to try that strategy. I don't know if you mentioned go in the corner, because that doesn't work. Unless there's something I forgot to do. So I'm just going to try it. I'm just going to try the strategy I've been doing before. So yeah, that death was something that I actually planned for, so. Because I was testing some things. Okay, so now I'm actually going to try and kill him. Now the big thing with Metal Gear is you want to get near him. And also, when you get near him, what's going on? Okay. I got stuck behind the... See, now he can't see you, so now he has to cycle around. Stinger missile is... Oh, of course. You have that's one gripe I have. That you can only point the Stinger missile so and I did hit it. Oh, but he hit me a lot more. Luckily that didn't take him. Yeah, if you're close enough, it doesn't matter. Yeah, if you're near him, he can't hit you with the homing missiles as easily. Because the homing missiles have a specific range. I'm getting behind it. Get this ration. Yeah, he can't see me now. He has no idea where I'm at. You can't, in the second part it becomes harder because you have to choose with his lines. Luckily, when he does that, it does more damage unless you're directly under it. I kind of fucked up that part. the chase grenades help you get away from him. Also, the homing missile is kind of fucked with the homing missile. Oh, I can't see. Might as well get over here. Why do I keep getting... I gotta get way up closer to it so I can get it. Okay. Switch a lot through this shit. Oh! I barely avoided getting hit by that. Yeah, you can't see me now because I'm kind of... looking for me. Okay. The second part of this fight is easier or harder depending on how you play it. I've been playing it wrong. You see all the missiles? They're hitting way too far away because okay, good. I'm in good shape, guys. Good shape. Okay. Now this part I can't skip. If you missed it before, Gray Fox shows up to help you. Gray Fox is the cyborg ninja, by the way.
From the battle. Neither truly alive nor truly dead.
So he does help you out a little bit, but not too much.
In a world of light. But soon.
And obviously you're not going to shoot because you don't want to show Gray Fox.
I can't do it.
And like I said, I'm sorry if you've never seen this before, but I went through all the story points in the last video, so. Okay. So now the only thing that Chase, because he's using his real line of sight, so all the Chase will do is stop the homing missile. I've been told what you need to do is go underneath his leg. Fire up and see, now he can't see me because he has to use his line of sight. So that's kind of what you're going for. Okay. Now I'll go back to Chase. Ah! Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Okay, so he doesn't know where I'm at now, which is good. I'm going to go ahead and... Yeah, he has no idea where I'm at, so I'm going to go ahead and switch to Stinger. Yeah, you can avoid his laser penis. Yeah, see, okay. So this is the strategy you want to use on the second part. Like I said, it's easier if you know how to do it. Oh god damn, I'm not gonna shoot that fucking close. You kill yourself. Oh, missed him, totally missed him. God damn it, what the fuck? Why is it not hitting me? Damn it, he keeps missing. Because he keeps turning, that's why. Okay. See? Okay. Now, that ground pound doesn't do anything. But if he hits you directly with his foot, it's instant death, obviously. So that's the only hard part with it. Now he can't see me again. So I'm gonna go ahead and exploit this. Okay. Aiming on this is really difficult. Oh, and which this current. I gotta change my position. Okay, I gotta get over here. Because this is directly behind him. Okay. Alright, I gotta use shake grenades because I don't want his missiles to hit me. And they didn't hit me anyways because I lucked out. Yeah, the ground pound doesn't do anything. It's just... Okay. The ground pound only stops you, so you can turn around. And you got me with that. Yeah, if you're right below him, you won't be able to. And yep, okay. Fucking fast. Okay, go under his legs. Come on, asshole. Keep turning around, man. Okay. Okay. Oh shit. Damn it! Keep turning around. Okay, there you go. You stop. Let me use my stinger. But it didn't hit him for some fucking stupid reason. Damn it, he's still not fucking winning it. Because the flaw with this... Yeah, I already ran under your legs. The only flaw with this strategy is, like I said, yeah, the only flaw with this strategy is you have to do things directly underneath them, otherwise it doesn't matter. Gotta wait till he stops. That seems to be another thing that I just figured out. You gotta wait till he stops. No, not Nikita, you need to use the stinger. The stinger is the only thing. There are also missiles somewhere around here. Actually, those are troops. Yeah. Okay, 5 more stinger missiles. Okay. Because once you run out of stinger missiles, it's basically fucked. Aiming on this is so fucked up. Okay. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, now I'm behind him again. You actually, it looks like you want to launch the mini-map while you're doing this. And wait for him to stop, because, yeah, he could step on you, but... Oh, he stopped. Yeah, I'm beneath him. I'm sorry for all the commentary, by the way. So I'm not a master at this strategy, as you can tell, but I'm getting good. Basically, you want to keep moving around until he stops moving. Because it seems like he could accidentally find you or step on you or whatever. Okay, he's okay. He has to visually scan for you, that's why he stops before. He has to his radar is down. He cannot see you. You have to use his actual eyes to see you. And when you're on a big fucking neck like this, I mean, there's no way. Okay, so it should only take 2 more shots to kill. Come on. Aiming on this is fucking ridiculous. Okay, 1 more hit and he's dead. Ah, damn it! Come on! It's all or nothing now. Running away. God damn it! He's backing up. I gotta get him. Yeah, there's no way he's gonna hit me with his missiles. Come on, get up, asshole. Okay, I was lucky. I didn't get hit by it. Okay, he can't see me. I gotta hit him 1 more fucking time. Just gotta keep running. Okay, he stopped. He stopped. Okay, 1 more hit and you're fucking dead. That's completely missed. Yep, okay, he's dead. Got him. Fuck
Snake! I'll crush you into dust!
It is the best franchise of all time, Jeff, good thing. I appreciate it. I'm sorry for all the commentary, but I mean, this fight is the hardest fight in the game. The next. Well, now your plans are sunk, Liquid. I blew up Metal Gear. You're fucked now.
Sleeping late as usual. A snake.
Liquid, you're still alive.
I won't die as long as you still live.
Too bad. It looks like your revolution was a failure.
Just because you've destroyed Metal Gear doesn't mean I'm done fighting.
Fighting? What are you really after?
A world where warriors like us are honored as we once were, as we should be.
That was Big Boss's fantasy.
It was his dying wish. When he was young, during the Cold War, the world needed men like us. We were valued then. We were desired. But things, are different now. With all the liars and hypocrites running the world, war isn't what it used to be. We're losing our place in a world that no longer needs us. A world that now spurns our very existence. You should know that as well as I do. After I launch this weapon and get our $1 billion, we'll be able to bring chaos and honor back to this world.
But I just
gone
destroyed Metal
soft.
Gear. How are you gonna...
Conflict will breed conflict. New hatreds will arise. Then, we'll steadily expand our sphere of influence.
But as long as there are people, there will always be war.
But the problem is balance. Father knew what type of a balance was best.
Is that the only reason?
Isn't it reason enough for warriors such as us?
I don't want that kind of world.
Ha! You lie! So why are you here then? Why do you continue to follow your orders while your superiors betray you? Why did you come here? Well, I'll tell you then. You enjoy all the killing. That's why.
What?
Are you denying it? Haven't you already killed most of my comrades?
That was...
I watched your face when you did it. It was filled with the joy of battle.
You're wrong.
There's a killer inside you. You don't have to deny it. We were created to be that way.
Created?
Les enfants terribles. The terrible children. That's what the project was called. It started in the 1970s. Their plan was to artificially create the most powerful soldier possible. The person that they chose as the model was the man known then as the greatest living soldier in the world.
Big Boss.
But Father was wounded in combat and already in a coma when they brought him in. So they created us from his cells, with a combination of 20th century analog cloning and the super baby method.
Super baby method.
They fertilized an egg with one of Father's cells, and then let it divide into 8 clone babies. Then they transferred the clones to someone's uterus and later intentionally aborted 6 of the fetuses to encourage strong fetal growth. You and I were originally octuplets.
Octuplets?
Yes. The other 6 of our brothers were sacrificed to make us. We were accomplices in murder before the day we were even born. So it was you and I, 2 fertilized eggs with exactly the same DNA. But they weren't finished yet. They used me as a guinea pig to create a phenotype in which all of the dominant genes were expressed. To create you. I got all of the recessive genes. You took everything from me before I was even born. But you and I aren't his only children.
What?
The Genome Soldiers. They too are his progeny, carrying on his genetic legacy.
After Metal Gear Solid
But they're
4, they could have
different.
easily went off of this
Digital.
fact and just
With the completion of
did
the Human
another,
Genome Project,
Solid
the
Snake
mysteries of
from one the
humanity
Genome
were laid
Soldiers,
bare.
from what he just said, but I guess Hideo Kojima
Thanks
like
to
this,
Father's
Five
DNA,
is my
they
last
were
name.
able to identify
But
more
I
than
doubt it.
60 soldier genes responsible for everything from strategic thinking to the proverbial killer instinct. Those soldier genes were transplanted into the members of the next generation special forces. That's how they became the Genome Soldiers. That's right. The Genome Soldiers that you've been killing are our brothers with the same genes as ours.
The Genome Soldiers.
That's right. They are our brothers, created artificially through the alignment of nucleotides to mimic our father's genes. They too are the product of numerous sacrifices.
Sacrifices?
Human experiments! 1991, the Gulf War. The military secretly injected soldiers with the soldier genes. The Gulf War syndrome that hundreds of thousands of returning soldiers complained about was a side effect of it.
Ha! Everyone knows that the Gulf War syndrome was caused by exposure to depleted uranium used in the anti-tank rounds.
That was just a cover story issued by the Pentagon. First they tried to say it was post-traumatic stress disorder, then chemical or biological weapons. The poison gas detection units and the anti-sarin injections, they were all just a cover-up of the secret genetic experiments.
So then, the so-called Gulf War babies that have been
Well,
reported
thanks
by
for
Gulf War
watching,
veterans
Jasper
are...
King.
Yes.
If
They
you like
too
what you see,
are
definitely
our
follow
brothers
me.
and
I also
sisters.
put all my
So the
streams on
Genome
YouTube
Soldiers
if you
mean
want to
that the
see. I have an
experiments were a
archive full
success.
of them that
Success? Don't be
yeah,
a
you
fool.
can look at if
They're
you
a
ever want.
complete failure.
So if
We
you go on
are on the
YouTube and
verge
search
of
my name, you'll be able to see them.
What?
So.
Have you ever heard of the asymmetry theory? Nature tends to favor asymmetry.
And by the way,
Those
thank you.
species which have
I
gone
really love playing
extinct
games like
all
this. I
show
will play more in
signs
the
of
future.
symmetry.
If
The
you look on my
Genome
YouTube
Soldiers
page, you'll
suffer
see all
from
the other
same
games I've
problem.
played.
Signs of symmetry. So do I. As do you. That's right. We are all on the verge of death at the genetic level. We don't know when or what type of disease will occur. That's why we need the old man's genetic information.
You want Big Boss's DNA so you can save your family? It's very touching.
In nature, family members don't mate with each other, and yet they help each other to survive. Do you know why? It increases the chance that their genes will be passed on to a new generation. Altruism among blood relatives is a response to natural selection. It's called the selfish gene theory.
You're telling me that your genes are ordering you to save the genome soldiers?
You can't fight your genes. It's fate. All living things are born for the sole purpose of passing on their parents' genes. That's why I'll follow what my genes tell me. And then I'm going to go beyond.
I don't
In
know
order to
why
break
he's
the
talking
curse of
about
my
all this
heritage.
shit when all he, like, I would be, if I was him, I'd be completely pissed off and want to kill Solid Snake instead of
And to do
talking about all this
that,
shit.
first, I will kill you.
Yeah, he will kill me. Yeah.
Look behind you.
Oh snap!
Meryl! Meryl! Is she alive?
I love how he says
Sure,
that.
she was alive a few hours ago.
See you later, Jasper Ping. Thanks
Poor
for
girl
watching.
kept calling your name.
Meryl.
Stupid woman. Falling in love with a man who doesn't even have a name.
I have a name.
No! We have no past, no future, and even if we did, it wouldn't be truly ours. You and I are just copies of our father, Big Boss.
Let Meryl go.
As soon as we've finished our business, we're almost out of time.
You're talking about Fox Die.
No. It seems now that the Pentagon knows that Metal Gear is destroyed. They've arrived at a decision. They
If
won't
I ever
even
meet
need
David
a
Hayter, I'm
PDA.
gonna ask him to say Meryl.
If you want the
See if
details,
he
why don't
does
you
it the
ask
same
your
as he did it
precious
when he
Colonel
did it.
Campbell?
Meryl! Colonel, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm listening.
Christ,
What is the Pentagon trying to do? Colonel, answer me.
The Secretary of Defense has taken over active control of this operation. He's on his way there by AWACS
What for?
to bomb the place.
What?
Not only that, B-2 bombers just lifted off from Galena Air Force Base.
Oh, you're fucked
They're
up.
carrying B-6113 surface-piercing tactical nuclear bombs.
What? What? Metal Gear is destroyed. Tell the Secretary of Defense.
The Secretary of Defense heard that Naomi double-crossed us, and he's worried about Fox Die. Now that there's no more danger of a nuclear strike from Metal Gear, he's going to do whatever's necessary to cover up the truth of what really happened here.
Well, of
He's
course.
going to drop a
Now,
nuclear
that's
bomb to vaporize all the
realistic.
evidence
That's
along with
exactly
anyone
what
who knows
government would do
anything.
Don't worry,
in
Snake.
this situation.
I'll
They would
stop
cover
the
it up
nuclear
as
strike.
soon as they could.
How?
I may only be a figurehead here, but I'm still officially in command of this mission. If I issue an order to delay the strike, it'll confuse the chain of command and at least buy you some time. It'll give you a chance to escape.
But, Colonel, if you do that...
It's okay, Snake. The truth is, Foxhound was already the subject of an undercover investigation. Meryl was transferred to this base just before the terrorist attack as a way of manipulating me.
Those bastards.
I'm sorry. They forced me to cooperate in exchange for her life. You better get out of there, Snake.
Are you sure? It'll be bad for you.
Don't worry. It's the least I can do for you, after all the lies.
Colonel,
I'm ordering them to cancel the bombing run. After that, there's no turning back. What? What are you doing? What?
Snake!
Mei Ling, what happened to the Colonel?
I don't believe it.
What happened?
Snake the Colonel!
Roy Campbell has been relieved of duty.
I love this.
This
Roy,
is the
Dan.
Secretary of Defense, Jim Houseman.
Put the Colonel back on.
He's been placed under arrest for leaking top-secret information and for the crime of high treason.
Ridiculous.
Yes, he's a ridiculous man. He truly believed that he was in command of this operation.
You bastard.
There won't be a speck of evidence left. I'm sure the President would want the same thing.
President ordered this?
President is a busy man. I have complete authority here.
How do you plan on explaining a nuclear attack on Alaska to the media?
Don't worry. We've prepared a convincing cover story. We'll
He
simply
sounds like
say
the
that the
most evil
terrorists
voice ever. I
exploded a
want to know who
nuclear
did his
device.
voice.
Smart. You'll be murdering everyone here. The scientists, the genome army,
What
everyone.
scientist?
Donald,
Like Hal Emmert?
the
That's
DARPA
the only
chief, is
scientist I've
already
seen.
dead.
So, you didn't mean to kill the DARPA chief after all.
He was my friend.
And And you could care less about what happens to everybody else, huh?
Well, if you give me the optic disc, I might consider saving them.
What are you talking about?
Metal Gear's test data. Donald was supposed to bring it back.
I don't have it.
I see. Oh well, that's okay. You two are an embarrassment from the 1970s. Our country's dirty little secret. You can't be allowed to live. Well, the bombs will be dropping soon, and you two have a lot of catching up to do. Farewell.
There's no way out for us. Let's finish this before the airstrike. You stole everything from me. Only your death can satisfy me. Only your death can return to me what is rightly mine. She'll make a beautiful sacrifice for our final battle. Do you see this? It will be the time limit for our final battle. This nuclear module is set to detonate at the precise moment of her death. If you win, you might still be able to save her.
Come on.
Could enjoy one brief moment of love.
There's some real life
before the
stuff I
end.
gotta do, so once he's done talking, I'm gonna put
If
the
you
game on
cross
pause
this
and I'll be
line,
right back.
you fall. At this height, it will kill even you.
Come on, stop fucking talking, asshole. Okay, get it.
Have at you, Snake.
Okay, I'll be right back, guys, and we'll finish this saga then.